Okay. All right, folks, this is part 2 of my report. It was my mistake, folks, because I just put my Apple Watch on me and it remembered all the alerts from the last few hours. So it wasn't a real live alert. It actually gave me the previous ones. And so anyway, my mistake. Well, anyway, let me make it clear. By the way, as you can see, it's a beautiful morning. The Jezreel Valley is so beautiful. Everything is lush and green and perfect weather this morning. Anyway, I just want you to know that both Netanyahu and Trump, in their speeches a couple hours ago, did not say that the military operation is to topple the regime. It has to be very clear. Both of them said help has arrived. Both of them said the people, the Iranian people, are the ones to change their regime, which means we're going to strike. We're going to hit their ballistic missiles and nuclear sites and everything that they were using to threaten the whole world with. But it's up to you guys to go out and topple that regime. We're going to weaken the regime, but you will have to topple it. And by the way, in most cases in history, it's the people that topple the regime, not from the outside. So, historic moments right now. I was supposed to be on my way to the U.S. In just a few hours, but Israel's skies are closed. There are no flights out of Israel or no flights that are landing in Israel. Every tour groups that was in the country was evacuated already last night, either outside to Egypt or Lebanon. People were urged to get on the first flight they can. And the airport is closed now because there are no flights that are allowed to take off or land in Tel Aviv. All the Israelis that were on their way to Israel, unfortunately couldn't make it, and they landed either in Cyprus or in Athens in Greece, other places around. And so far, the Iranian missiles hit Israel, Jordan, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and that's it as far as I know. It's the Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and of course, the UAE. There you go. So this is quite amazing, because all of those countries that were kind of defending the Iranians are now condemning the Iranians. And the Ayatollahs have no problems, just so you understand, the Ayatollahs have no problem destroying their own people, destroying the entire Middle East, just to preserve their power. What is happening now is historic, but it doesn't necessarily going to replace the regime with a friendly one to Israel. Make no mistake, there is a chance that in 2-3 days the regime will say, okay, you know what? We got the message. Let's sign a deal, and we're willing to no longer enrich uranium. We're willing to give you all the already enriched uranium. We're ready to stop the missile program, to preserve power. The thing is, I think that the Ayatollahs didn't take the American threat seriously. And to be honest, they said that. They said that quite a few times. They also said that they believe that Trump wants a deal. So they were always buying time. There a few more days and a few more days. But bottom line, they always came back with the same exact answer. No. No to destroy your enrichment facilities. No to stop your nuclear weapon program. No to give us your enriched uranium. No to stop the proxies. No to stop the missile program. They said no to everything all the time. And it was evident that if you listen carefully to President Trump yesterday, he was very disappointed and very angry that after all the armada that he brought over here, they still do not get the message. Now, make no mistake, this strike is a combined Israeli-American strike. It is not something that was planned in the last 2 hours. It is something that was planned in the last few weeks. And I think that it was carefully designed. And okay, so people tell me, Amir, but the Iranians were not surprised. Let me tell you something. They were surprised. They were not surprised that there's a chance for a strike, but they were surprised that it took place in a broad daylight. They were absolutely convinced that it is, if there will be one, it will be in the middle of the night. And that is why we managed to eliminate some key people in the opening strike. We eliminated the commander of the Revolutionary Guard. This is the second commander. I mean, in Rising Lion, we eliminated the first commander, Salami, and in this Roaring Lion, we eliminated, I think his name is Pakpour, something like that, Mohammed Pakpour, and he replaced Salami, and now he is gone as well. We also eliminated the head of the intelligence. We eliminated most likely Ali Samkhani, the most trusted advisor to Khamenei, and he was the one who was in charge of the nuclear program. So he's probably gone. By the way, he was injured during the 12-day war in June. Now he most likely was eliminated. We're talking about a massive and very successful opening strike. And as we speak right now, and it's only 4 or 5 hours since we began, hundreds of targets have already been struck, and key places were eliminated. Now, let me make it very clear. The options for Israel were two. Either we wait for the Iranians to start, and if they start, they can launch simultaneously hundreds of ballistic missiles. So you don't want them to start. If you take the initiative and you strike first and you shock them and you immediately remove as many launchers and rockets as possible, then their response will be far smaller than what their original strike could have been. And this is exactly what happened. So it was not really a question. It was obvious that an Israeli preemptive strike will be far greater and better and safer for us than to wait for the Iranians to do something. And by the way, make no mistake, they were plotting and planning to do something. I see that F-16s just took off. You might, there you go. You see right up there. You probably can't see it. It's too far for you. But quite a few F-16s are taking off right now, right behind me. Anyway, folks, just to let you know, this is just the beginning of something that can last a week or two, maybe even more. But this time, we're going all in. We've learned from the 12-day war what we should have done and didn't, and we're going to complete the job this time. Now, again, when I say complete the job, I'm not talking about regime change. This is something we leave for the Iranians to do, if they will do. I'm talking about eliminating their military capabilities in the nuclear and in the ballistic missile fields, and eliminating the capabilities of their navy and of other things that they possess. So, folks, very, very strong opening strike. Key people, both in the military and the political arena in Iran, were eliminated. As far as Khamenei, we destroyed completely his palace, but we don't know if he's dead because, you know, we destroyed his palace in the heart of Tehran. If he was there, he's dead. If he wasn't, then he's not. But we sent a message. And the message is, we're going all the way until they surrender, basically. Now, they do have capabilities. We do not underestimate them. We know that they have many ballistic and powerful missiles. We know that they have drones. We know that they have naval capabilities. We know that. But you don't wait and let them threaten you. You strike forcefully. You do it non-stop until they say enough is enough. Let's sign some ceasefire and a deal that will bring an end to this war. The difference between Rising Lion in June of last year and Roaring Lion now is that if in June we were all alone throughout the war and America just paid a visit in the last day to bomb the nuclear sites, this time America is all in from day one. And it's not that America will push Israel to stop the war, because America is part of the war from the very beginning. So if America decides to stop, it's based on America being part of it and understanding that it's time to stop. Now, there were some casualties. At least one civilian died in Abu Dhabi from an Iranian missile. So the UAE has a first casualty. There are some wounded soldiers in Bahrain from the American commanding position of the 5th Fleet. There are reports of strikes in Al Udeid base in Qatar. There are reports of a strike on an American base in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Also in the air base in Jordan, it's a Jordanian base that America is using also. So the Iranians are doing what they said they will do: strike every American base they know that is in the region. And Jordan is shocked, Saudi is shocked, Qatar is shocked, Bahrain is shocked, UAE is shocked. They're all shocked. I don't know why they're shocked, but they are. They're shocked. And even Kuwait, by the way. Oh, that's the country I forgot to mention. Even Kuwait got struck. So Kuwait, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan have all been hit by Iranian missiles. Of course, Israel, over 35 ballistic missiles reached our territory, and as far as I know, most, if not all of them, were intercepted above the atmosphere. But we did have parts of fragments of the interceptors and of the Iranian missiles that fell. You know, when you destroy a huge ballistic missile in the sky, at some point, some of the fragments will fall. And we know of at least, 3 or 4 cases where it fell and it hit homes, but nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt, which is a big miracle. Now this is just the beginning. The Iranians are trying to collect their pieces and try to see what they can do. But the good thing is that this time the firepower is 5 times bigger than in Operation Rising Lion. So we don't really let them have time to reorganize and regroup. And this is why I can even stand outside here and give you this report, because we are at the position where we are hunting their launchers and rockets non-stop, and we have significantly reduced that danger to as low as possible. Okay. Now they do have maybe 100 launchers or 150 launchers left. We're hunting them right now. Israeli UAVs are in the skies hunting those launchers one by one. So every time they may launch something and we detect it, we destroy the launcher and they can't use it anymore. So one less launcher and another and another, and that significantly reduces their possibility to launch rockets in the future also. I think the biggest challenge right now is to go with the B-52s and the B-2s, revisit the nuclear sites from June, and also this time go after the underground missile cities in several locations and destroy the unbelievable cache of ballistic missiles that is hidden in fortified locations deep in the mountains. For that, you need heavy bombers, very, very powerful bombs that can deeply penetrate, and you need to make several rounds in order to get there. Now, in order to get to the point where the B-52s and the B-2s can fly, you need first to clear the airspace and to have dominance there. And for that, you need first to destroy their air defense capabilities, which is what we do now. So right now we're engaged in destroying launchers and destroying air defense systems. Once we achieve dominance over the skies of the entire country, that's when we start bringing the heavy-duty stuff that will take care of the heavy-duty sites, namely the nuclear and the ballistic missile sites. It's not going to take hours. It's going to take days, maybe even a week or two. I'll keep you posted. My Telegram channel is exploding with the information. Remember, go to Telegram, download Telegram, and follow Amir Tsarfati. Only the Amir Tsarfati channel that has over 614,000 followers, because there's so many fake channels there. Look at the only channel with my name that has over 600,000 subscribers. That's my channel. Subscribe, it's free, and I'm there 24/7. You will have non-stop updates. Listen, pray for us. We love you. I'll keep you posted also on video as much as I can. God bless.